Hey everybody, so I did this video already, but I recorded the whole thing with my mic off, turned off. Yeah, I'll redo it. Fortunately, the second one's always a lot faster because the code's already written, and I did make some mistakes. Um, but basically, I updated more stuff into the mesh service. I had to pull in the font interface, and then I pulled in the font list, and it's kind of funny. It's showing that I deleted the font, the constructor, um, but the font list and the font promises, and I pulled this code over. I might actually, since I have a little extra time now. So basically, I removed all these lines of code from there. Now, one of the things that I did wanted to change, I was kind of disappointed that I didn't change that. I guess I'll do now. Is I wanted to move this stuff into the font promises. Or into the service. So I'm just going to do that since I, since, explaining it doesn't take nearly as long as doing it. Um, so let's click this button here. Let's get into this view. So basically in the constructor before I was doing this in the mesh service. I mean, in the ThreeJS service constructor. So now I'm moving this over, and basically we have all of these things. Now, I did this last time and it really messed me up. Oh, wrong one. Oh, that's how I did that. Okay. So what I did, so if I hit shift and the down button, it actually copies that record down. What I was trying to do was alt shift and select. So now doing the multi-line cursor coding. Um, I think it's just fun to do. Um, I don't think that like when I watch videos about this, they'll be like, "Oh, you'll be so much better in your career." I don't think that's true, but I do think it is fun. Um, and I think it's important to have fun uh, anytime you can in your work, especially if it makes you more productive. Um, Input notification, input language switching. Okay. Apparently, I can hit some shifts and shift some. I can hit some keys, left, alt, shift, and change my input language. I have absolutely no idea why I want to change my. Oh man, that changed everything. Okay, that's not working. Okay, so that time it's not working. So I can look for these, Control F, and then just delete them. Um, delete, delete. Okay, that's weird. I wonder why it won't let me delete. Oh man, I don't understand that. Delete should have worked. That I was mentioning that my bird seems to be getting louder and louder on every video. I think what's happening is that it's kind of a feedback loop. She hears herself in the like through my earphones, and I always watch the video right before I upload it, and then I watch the previous video um, so that I know exactly what I'm supposed to do next. And she hears herself in those videos, and I think that gets her revved up. And then once she's all revved up, she gets, uh, it's a feedback loop. She just keeps getting more and more excited about talking and stuff. Um, but yeah, so that seems to have worked. Fingers crossed. Change this thing to Helvetica. It's funny, you cannot tell any font changes when, like, it's kind of weird when it's thick like that. I mean, you would think you'd at least see the serifs. Uh, oh, that's sans. Uh, oh, Gentilis had serifs. But I guess you can't see them because they're so thick. Um, So I'm going to change this height to 0.1. And see, now you can see them. You see the little serifs. But like if I change it to Helvetica, there's no serifs. But anyways, I like it. Gentilis is my favorite. I think I discovered, I was mentioning this in the last video that I didn't have any sound on, that I think it's because that reminds me of Dunkin' Donuts, which, you know, I guess is probably not a good thing. But it was just like, I love that view. Anyways, let's see. Okay, so the last video was like 19 minutes, and then this one's 5.5 minutes. So, you know, we all want a little bit of time. I think it is important to actually watch a live coding because, you know, a lot of times, a lot of developers that make these videos, they like, if they do live code, they've already practiced the actual code 100 times. And it gives the wrong impression, I think, to people who are trying to learn. And honestly, there's only one reason I do this, and that's so that maybe some people will, you know, have a better chance at becoming developers in the future. You know, I read this book called The Fourth Turning. It said that I'm in what's called the wanderer generation, and the job of the wanderer generation to future generations is to pass on, to go figure out how things are done and then pass it on to further generations. And that's our only chance as a, like for the society to continue without collapsing. So, you know, I'm trying to do my part. Anyways, guys, happy coding. Bye.